coming into that house or looking straight on, I can tell what type of, if it's frame or block, if it's got thermal painted windows, the details of whether there's holes in the trim where it needs to be painted. There's cracks and stuff like that. That stuff's going to come out. All right. Well, you want your people to see all the information, to have as much information as possible, and it's all on one site. You don't have to pull up Google maps and then your website over here, and then they're leaving your website to go look at these other websites to get more information. We're putting it all on your website, and they're not getting bumped. They're not surfing. Well, the next thing shows you, but they're not surfing throughout the website and losing those people. They're on your website. They're staying there. You've got them. Yeah. You're going to look at all those MLS properties, not just yours, but all of them, because those are actually your properties, because they have
Yeah, in fact, we actually can generate, obviously, video drive-bys, and one of the markets that we've found is sort of the property investor market. It's not on the MLS. We can generate a video drive-by and high-def pictures of any property in the county. All we need is a street address or a parcel ID, and to go pull that up. So there's different market segments that this really can be used for, but the issue is right now everybody can get the photos of the property and the MLS data. All we're trying to do is up the content to the consumer. Hey, I want to see a video drive-by. And of course, the thing that's not out there is a vehicle where people are starting to do it on YouTube. They're starting to put, personality videos up there saying, hey, I'm a brokerage and this is what I know. But there's no intelligence about how it is. So what we did was we built the tool, because we've got this spatial tools, so that if this property is in a neighborhood, and once it's defined where it says neighborhood goes here, if that house is in that neighborhood, like Deerwood or Deer Run or Deer Creek or whatever, we'll be able to show that buyer, here's the house, here's the associated entrance to that neighborhood, here's the associated country club, whatever that may be. So we know that this is going to be very appealing to the higher end properties, which you can cover very quickly, and also tie that into, again, it becomes nothing more than it's your personality, your knowledge, your experience, and we're going to facilitate your ability to educate anybody and everybody who wants to look at those properties in those neighborhoods. So it's a matter of we can do the content, get the basic pictures, we can get it online for you. But if you make the investment of getting your knowledge put into video form, you're really creating your own advertising content that has many years of value. So it's an asset that you create, and that's what we're really looking to do is take what you want to do with your business and translate it into an online asset that brings more people to you. What we're doing is like, for example, we're using Adobe Premiere Elements, which is a editing tool. And so Tim's got a video guy in Orlando who's producing videos for him that has it's him talking. He's going to tie that into the different neighborhoods. So he's doing 20, 30 seconds of voiceover and tying that in with some music background, and then we're linking them into the properties. So it'll be whatever you determine you want to add. It's just we've got a platform that lets you add that to it. Basically, our cost model from a business is really how much we're driving. So as it works out to just how many days are we going to drive, how many homes are we going to go past, and we can typically get about 4,000 homes a day on a good weather day. So we'll just drive around. And so it depends on, hey, do you want us to be driving for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever. And, work on going after the good neighborhoods first that you want to get the highest commissions on.
Tim, your partner in Orlando, I would assume that one of the benefits might be that traffic boost to his website. What's to stop somebody that's a competitor from contacting you all and trying to solicit the opportunity to use your service?
Well, in the case of Tim's, because he's in a fairly large city, he understands he didn't want to drive the entire city. So he said, hey, he would potentially have another person in Orlando, in that Orlando area, have this technology in competition with them, and he saw it as, hey, at least, there's, 10,000 people in the greater Orlando area marketing, in that whole large area marketing properties. He wants to be one of them. So we felt with our technology and our patent and our platform, what I really want to do is have just a handful of very successful, brokers in the cities, and really just building up their business.
Like smaller markets, that there, 4,000 homes might be in your current market.
We could drive it in a day, and
Would that person, as long as they maintain that partnership with you, have exclusivity to your service?
yeah, it's pretty much in the smaller markets, we definitely would want to have just only one, really. It's just the larger ones that, where the economics of filming that many properties, it takes, it can take months, like in the Orlando area. So right now, we've got 2 cars running in North Orlando right now, filming.
It's not just your listing?
It's anybody's.
It's anybody's listing?
Yeah, we're getting the Mid-Florida feed right now, and that's where this came from. So we're just, it's a standard, we're just getting the IDX feed. And then we also have all the counties, all the county data. So we have a version where you can pull up different properties on the, we can link in the top half of this list. This is more what I would label a power user page, where the top list is different properties. This is all the county listings, and then here's the MLS down on the bottom. So this is where someone can sort of use it to search, and I say, I want to look at a property that's not even on the MLS. We can pull up the imagery for that also. And this is really particularly powerful for the sort of pre-foreclosure market, and it's really used, like right now, this is used by the county tax assessors.
Is there any way that the client, if I buy this and I'm wanting to, somebody hits my website and this is my edge, this is my competitive list, is there a way for them to get from this page back to the listing agent's page, like away from my site, or are they contained within my site?
Oh, this would be, if you notice, there's no branding or anything on this. We would brand that entirely to you, and it's all about your business. We're here to empower your business, and we're just a video and data delivery channel.
We're here to make you look the best of anybody else in your market. Y'all become the 800-pound gorilla that nobody can shake.
So and the power can come from just having a limited distribution. And online is that and our goal with the 3VTV is just saying, hey, if you want high quality imagery and you want to see it linked in, there's a place to go. And so that's really what we're doing is creating the content to empower our partners. So.
If you haven't worked an area and you only have a budget that's so big right now, and you can get a part, like I have a good portion of one county in Tennessee. And then there's a time to revisit it, maybe a year later, and add to it or grow it. I mean, is there anything contractually, if it's not taken by somebody else, that you can do that?
Yeah, we have that so that we can do basically incremental updating. And the whole issue is just once we get a car and get our camera system out in the field, once we drive it, we've done a lot of all the work is pretty much on the front end, getting all the data set up and the car deployed and filmed. And it goes pretty quick. But yeah, we definitely see the need and the opportunity to do the updating, especially in new development.